to a real one. Never leave the house without...
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, at beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
It's second down. Dalton looking. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Ready?
On play action, Young. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Young on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 41-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Chart the motion man right. First and 10, Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now here's Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. And a good sign for them right now, confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mayfield off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Point it right.
A first carry for Rashad White. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
Big time drive. Let's go.
Mayfield down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Quick throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
38. Slide through.
Now Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Young to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Oh, Young loses it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it there.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover in the spot.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. Oh, that's Gets into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here this first quarter.
Well, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, something you play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Young to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the side.
Second and 5. Here is Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He returns that punt 73 yards. And the Bucks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. Baker changing the play at the line. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Flush to his right. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A game there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Young. That's complete right around the 8. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Sanders toss left side. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
1st down, Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Still fighting. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Sanders is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On the ball. Ready?
Following the interception, Young eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Ready? 97. Set.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind. Scrimmage.
Got it.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Black ultra. Ready.
Young now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it into the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucks have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st down, Willis. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Chris Godwin.
His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucks have taken the lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Bucks ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a first down throw for Young, sliding out of the pocket.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Willis.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
38.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Ready?
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Set, ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Drill, 52, ready.
It's Young on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
First down, Young. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Steel, black. Right, white. Steel, blue. Shot, 17.
Second down, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Mike Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. This ball complete to Durham. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest.
There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond, but on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger, go.
They'll go up the middle with White. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Come on.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Okay, right? Smack, ready.
They go play action. Young. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going with White here, toss left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Willis looks to pass it here.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And a loose football. He will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
It's his 10th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 11 overall. And the Bucks are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Young off the play fake. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Red, cycle. Ready?
A first down throw for Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Down. Yellow.
Chark the motion man right.
Let's go. Charge.
They'll throw again. Young rolling to his right. And Sharp calls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
And the Bucks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
He's got a man, complete.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Let's go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Black shot. Set.
Now Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
The improv on the scramble, though, gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Black ultra. Set.
Now here's Young. Past the 20. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 19. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
2nd down and 8.
Go.
They give to White on the option.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
First down, here's White.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles.
They stay on the ground with White.
And this is going to be a Bucks first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Parker hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night. See the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law.